Um, oh, who pressed record? Okay.
When you start.
Hello, good evening, Black Belts. Welcome to another Thursday session. Thank you for joining us. Today, we have one of our prominent and most active Black Belts, Prince Patrick Osadebay from Kano State, originally from Delta State, but he now resides in Kano State. If you're active on Facebook, you cannot miss him with his daily post about the activities of Black Belts and the Black Belts in Kano. So he's a graduate of Bayero University, Kano, where he studied library and information. He's a geography teacher and an exams officer at Intercontinental School, Kano. He holds 2 diplomas in criminology and also in business administration. He is a 1 million teachers black belt. He's a mentor. He has received various awards from Zenith Bank, Learn Africa, ESPN, to UNESCO, MGIEP, to mention a few. So well done, Prince Patrick. We really appreciate all that you do for the Black Belts. Keep it up, keep the flag flying. This is what we want to see our Black Belts doing. We want to see our Black Belts actively participating, leading discussions, hosting weekly meetings. So let's see more of you. Let him continue to be a good role model for us all. This evening, he's going to be talking about the important subject of networking. We meet here as a group of educators. What kind of relationships should we have, and how should we network, and how can we get the most out of these kind of professional relationships that we have at networking? So I'm going to hand over to Prince Patrick. Please, everyone should mute their mics until he's ready to open the floor for discussions or questions. Please mute your mics, and over to you, Prince Patrick.
Thank you, Aja. Thank you, everyone, for the opportunity once again. I must say it's an awesome opportunity every time to have this forum. And for me, it's a culmination of everything that I am doing, my learning process, and also my desire to grow. I see it as a really good platform for at least increasing my knowledge base and also trying to build a connection with different people from different places. Thank you once again, and I sincerely appreciate everyone. Right now, I'll be sharing my screen so that we'll start off. I won't be taking much time. I believe everyone can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it. Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so I'll start off by saying that the subject we are looking at today, it's a very, very dicey topic: understanding relationship and networking. Understanding relationship and networking. Relationship is something that we cannot do without in this life. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody can stand on his own. If you think you can stand on your own and achieve everything you want to achieve in life, then you're lying. You're lying, and you're saying that is to say that everything you're doing is maybe saying that, okay, I can achieve everything on my own. It's not possible. It's not possible. So today we'll be seeing how to build positive connections and how we can overcome peer pressure. When we normally say peer pressure, we think peer pressure is only to maybe teenagers and young ones. It can also happen to us adults. So we'll start off on this note. Now, let me start off on this note. What does relationship mean to you? I want to ask a general question. It's the floor is open to everyone. What does relationship mean to you? What will you say relationship is? You can type it in the chat box, in one word, in two words, in a sentence. What can you say relationship means to you? Yes, let's get answers. Let's have answers. We're all black belts. All these things are not new to us. So it's not something that is new. So we should be flowing with the topic. Yes, relationships. Thank you, Mr. Smart. Collaboration. Relationship means collaboration. Yes, any other one? Yes, Sunday says relations in the same ship. Oh, I love that. Relations in the same ship. Connections or association, having good interactions with other people in the community. Wonderful answers, wonderful answers. Now let's continue. What is relationship? Now I have two definitions here. The number one says relationship is a connection or association between two or more people, entities, or things. Now, let us note two words here in the first definition. A connection, an association. There must be a link. There must be an agreement. There must be a bond. There must be something that joins you with that person or that thing that will cause a relationship to be established. So once that connection or association is there, then a relationship has happened. Then the second definition says it's looking at it from the technological aspect. It says a relationship can also refer to the way data or elements are connected within a system, database, or network. Now, if we look at the first definition and the second definition, we'll look at the word. One word stands out: connection. Connection. There must be a connection between you and that thing, that person, or that entity for relationship to be established. Relationship doesn't just happen. Something must connect you with another person. There must be a connection. There must be something that relates you with that person. There must be something that says, okay, this is what I want to get from this person, or this is what I want to pass to this person. Now, when we say networking, when we say networking in relationship, now when we are talking about networking, let us understand that networking can cover a whole lot of areas. Now, we are looking at networking in relationship. Networking in relationship. What is networking in relationship? Now, when we say networking in relationship is the act of actively connecting and engaging with others. Act of actively connecting and engaging. Now, you don't just build relationships and say, okay, you know somebody and you're not talking to that person. You're not communicating to that person. You're not saying hello. There are many of us on the Black Belts forums. How many of us, we know people we have connected to? How many of you find time to say, okay, let me just say a hi or a hello to that person? even just a good morning greeting or a good day greeting. It's being you actively connecting and engaging with that person. You don't just build relationship to keep it aside. It's like you getting something you buy something to use and say you keep it aside. Definitely, it will get spoiled in one way or the other. And at some time, you might have to throw it away. So relationship is all about you connecting with that person, but also trying to maintain that connection through various engagements. Now, we should know that relationship is divided into two areas. You can network in a relationship in two areas. We have the professional networking, which is done in your place of work. In your place of work, in the place where you find yourself carrying out your tasks, carrying out your primary assignment, carrying out that vision or that dream that you desire. Whatever field of industry you find yourself, it's whenever you are networking, whenever you are having to interact with colleagues, having to interact with administrators, having to interact with people within your work field, then you are practicing professional networking. Then when it comes to social networking is that networking process that you build around friends, people that are not part of your field. Yes, you can be a teacher and you can have a friend that is an engineer, a friend that is a banker, and you can build relationship with them. They can be, excuse me, they can be your friends. These people can help you in one way or the other to nurture your social life or to nurture the way you at least relate with people. Now, mind you, social networking can come around through online platforms and through social media. I've got to make so many friends through social media. An example of one person that I always have time to talk to is Ejemba Victoria. She's all the way in Lagos, but we are good friends. Sometimes we communicate, we pass knowledge to each other, we encourage each other. And also another person that I have got to connect in a professional networking capacity is even our coordinator, Hajia Fatima. So networking is not only people that you meet in your place of work. You can have professional networking online and social networking online also. So networking can happen offline and online. Now, let us go. Let us go on. How does networking help to build a positive relationship? Now, at this junction, I want to throw the question to the floor. How do you think this networking that we have said, this professional networking and this personal social networking, how do you think it can build positive relationships? How do you, as a person, feel that, okay, this thing can help me build positive relationships? It can help me develop. It can help me improve my life. How do you think it can build relationships? Yes? You can unmute yourself and answer, or you can you can give the answer on the chat box. Yes, I'm waiting. How do you think networking can help to build positive relationships? Wow, the house is silent. Nobody wants to take a go at this. All right, let me continue. Now, how does networking relate to building positive relationships? Number one, when you network with people, you establish connections that can help you grow. You establish personal and professional connections with individuals that are higher than you, with individuals that are in the same cadre with you, with individuals that you can learn from. It helps you to grow. You share ideas, you share information, you share things that develops you. Another thing that networking helps to build as in positive relationship is trust and rapport. You have trust with that person. That person is able to trust you that, yes, you can do this, you can achieve this. They look at you and say, oh, no, this person, I believe that this person can do this. I believe that this person can achieve this. I believe that this person can stand and say, yes, once this person is given this task, that person can do it. There is a flow between you and the person that you have built that relationship. So there is a positive energy between both of you. Another thing, number 3, is resource sharing. Networking helps to build our positive relationship by helping us share knowledge, resources, and opportunities. Most of the time, Hajia has helped me immensely in many ways through this. She has helped me immensely, helping me to correct so many things, helping me to say, okay, no, put this in this way, put this in this way. And through that, I have been able to get better each day and each time. I've been able to do things in a better way. Another thing is professional growth. When you network in a relationship, you build professional growth, which is a positive thing. It can enhance your career development. Through my networking with various 1 million teacher people, I've been able to build myself. I've been able to increase my knowledge base. On the mentorship platform, Mr. Elijah posted a TFL course. And I'm not an English teacher. I'm a geography teacher. But taking that course helped me to really understand certain skills and certain needed things that has developed at least my English knowledge. So it is something that if I was not in such an environment, I will not be able to build myself up. Then another thing it does is that it brings about community building. You are able to have people around you, people of like minds, people that you can exchange ideas, people that you can work together for a common goal. People that you can reach out and say, okay, I need this, and they give you. Or people that you can say, okay, let me share this and see what they can say about it. Now, we are coming to the crux, one of the things that affect us. We always look at peer pressure as being a thing, but to us, it is something that happens to us as adults. Yes, you might stand out through your networking, you're growing, you're increasing, and at the end of the day, people begin to look at you and call you all sorts of names. I too know, over Sabi, no, this one, you're doing too much. They begin to try to commonize you, try to see how they can mock you, try to see how they can say, no, you're not living up to expectation, or try to frustrate everything you're doing. So now when we have all these things come into play, you find out that peer pressure is something that we need to fight. And we ask ourselves, what is peer pressure? When we ask ourselves, what is peer pressure? Peer pressure refers to the influence that individuals within the same social group, such as friends, classmates, or colleagues, exert on each other to conform to certain behaviors, attitudes, or choices. Now, looking at this, these people want to change your perception. They want to try to influence you to live to their own expectation. They want to try to change you from either the positive to become negative. And mostly, peer pressure has a lot of impact on how we make decisions. Another definition says that peer pressure is the social phenomenon where people, especially in the same age group, encourage or discourage others. They encourage or discourage you. They make you see that some things you're doing might not be done. Or they can encourage you also that some things you're doing, yes, it's good, keep it up. So looking at this, peer pressure can come for us in a positive light and can come for us in a negative light. Now, I want to ask a question to the house. How does networking in relationship help a person to overcome peer pressure? When you network, when you build professional relationships, social relationships, how can it help to overcome peer pressure? How can these relationships that you have built help you as a person to overcome peer pressure? Yes, the floor is open. I want to see us answering. This is not a Mr. Prince giving a lecture. This is an interactive class. So we should have people also learning. At least I should learn from you. As much as you're learning from me. So the floor is open. How does networking in relationship help a person to overcome peer pressure? How does networking in relationship help a person to overcome peer pressure? Okay, Mariam, I asked that, how does relationship help a person to overcome peer pressure? How does networking, how does the relationship you build, how does it help you to overcome peer pressure? Maybe the negative aspect of peer pressure, how does it help you to overcome that? Yes, Ms. Joy, you can unmute and answer.
All right, good evening, everyone. So for me, I think that when you have a good network and a support system, it means that you always have people that you can run to when you feel pressured. So having a good relationship, it's more like having a good support system that can help you. You're able to talk with someone, you're able to talk to somebody, and you have someone that you can always run to when you feel pressured. Like you said, no one is an island. Most times people have gotten it wrong because they kept everything to themselves. They feel pressured and they keep it to themselves. But if you have built a good relationship, you always have somebody that you can always share your problem with. And we know that we always hear that saying that a problem shared is what half solved. So yes, I think that's how networking can help us.
Wow, wonderful. I must clap my hands for you, because that was a good one. That was a good one. Yes, on the chat, we have friends with similar value and beliefs. Yes. Yes. Any more response? Networking in relationship helps to develop your confidence, that you are not alone in your path or dream. Yes, that's true. It helps you overcome peer pressure by building your confidence and also personal development. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Kenny. Okay, let's go on. Now, when you network in relationship, it helps you to overcome peer pressure in 4 major ways. One, like Joy had said, it gives you a support system. It provides a strong support system that you can have people, like she has said, you have people to run to, you have people to advise you, you have people to talk to, you have people that you can lean on whenever you feel pressured, or whenever you feel that, oh, things are not going, or things are trying to stress you or weigh you down. That is one of the ways. Secondly, there is shared values. You have these strong connections help individuals align with friends who share their values and resist negative influence. You have people that know that, yes, this is what you are doing, and they push you to grow in it. They make you believe in yourself. They make you have that confidence that, no, what you're doing is right. Keep at it. Keep doing it. Keep going. These people support you up the ladder because they share in your values. They share in what you're doing. They share in that thing that knows that, yes, you have a passion for. Then thirdly, there is open communication. Networks foster open communication. You have that easy feel to talk to somebody. You don't kind of say, okay, you wake up and you're saying, come on, should I? You are trying to like say, should I not? Should I? What of if? No, you're doubting yourself. But when you have that relationship, when you build that networking in your relationship, you have that open communication. You have a free mind to walk up to that person and express your express your thoughts to that person. And that person having a strong relationship with you will also be able to answer you. Discussions easily flow. So it helps to overcome peer pressure. Another thing is empowerment. Lastly, is empowerment. Strong relationships empower individuals to make confident, independent decisions. Now, when you have a strong relationship, when you have strong relationships or a network of good relationships, it helps you to be confident. It helps you to look at yourself that, yes, you are invincible. Yes, I know that nobody is invincible, but that network that you have built makes you feel that way, because whatever comes your way, you have the necessary support from different people that will give you that strength to meet that challenge. And with that, you'll find out that no matter how the challenges come, you keep handling and keep overcoming each of them. So these are the 4 major ways networking in relationships helps us to overcome peer pressure. Now, let us look at some real life examples of people that faced peer pressure, and through their networking in relationships, they were able to overcome various peer pressures. Now, the first person is Rosa Parks from USA. She was one of the persons that brought about the civil rights movement. Now, Rosa Parks, her refusal to give up her bus seat was a catalyst for the Montgomery bus boycott. She was in the bus, and they were like saying, no, she should stand up. She's a lady. Why should she be sitting in an area where men are supposed to? And she was like, what difference is there? And through that, because she had people in that bus that looked at it, that they spoke out to the man. And because of that, she was able to maintain her seat. And at the end of the day, she drew strength from people. She drew strength from people around her. And if she didn't have a good heart, if she did not have a good heart or good rapport with some people, it may be in that bus that she has been taking all the time, she wouldn't have been able to handle that challenge. Maybe they would have, at the end, threw her out of the bus, or at the end of the day, make her a caricature. Another person is Nelson Mandela of South Africa. Nelson Mandela was, despite him being in prison for 27 years, this was somebody, despite him in prison, he built relationships that, look, even from the prison, he was still speaking. He was still speaking. As people were released, they kept carrying out his message. They kept carrying out his message of goodness, his heart for peace, his heart for independence, his heart for emancipation. That relationship that he has built with people, various people, was what at the end revolutionized South Africa and brought South Africa out of that apartheid rule. If he was having to say, okay, because of the pressure on him from different people, because people castigated him, stop, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, he would have given up, and nobody would have heard of Nelson Mandela today. So that is another thing. Another person is Malala Yousafzai, a strong Pakistan man, despite threats from the Taliban. A strong Pakistani lady. She continued to fight for girls' education. She continued to fight for girls' education despite the threats from the Taliban that, no, stop it. Girls cannot be educated. Girls cannot go to school. Girls should just stay at home. They should just read and write. Despite the pressure from people, she was able to resist that pressure because she had a strong support from her family and also a strong support from the international community. And that was able to help her bring about education advocacy in Pakistan. Lastly, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs faced criticism during when he was trying to bring about Apple. in his early years, he faced a lot of criticism. Now, when he partnered with Steve Wozniak and other people through, through that continuous collaboration with these people, for them to talk and encourage each other. Today, Apple is a household name. Apple has come to stay. Apple is something that, yes, everybody is now clamoring to that they want. So these people faced different pressure from their peers, from their community, but they were able to withstand the pressure based on the network of relationships they built. Now, let us go on. Now, I want to ask us this question. Why do we think it is important to build strong relationships? Why do we think it is important to build strong relationship? Why do we think it is important? Many of us want to build relationships, but what is the goal? What is the aim? Why is it important? Do we just want to build those relationships and keep them aside? Nelson Mandela did not build relationships to just keep it aside. He built it for a reason. So why do you think we should build relationships? Yes, Docus, because our network is our network. Thank you, my mentor. I'm always privileged to always see something, a word from her, because I know it hits home a lot. Thank you for that, Ma. I really appreciate that. Yes, Sunday says for personal and professional development. Yes. For personal and professional development. There are so many things. There are so many. Yes, let's keep it coming. Yes. helps in check. Okay, I don't know whether it's chatting of knowledge or sharing of knowledge. Okay, sharing of knowledge, sharing of knowledge. You increase your sense of worth and belonging. Thank you, Miss Abigail and Claire. Thank you very much. Yes, for confidence and having high esteem to foster unity and growth. Lovely, lovely. I must appreciate everyone for these comments. Now, benefits. These are the things, the reasons why we should build a strong network. There's opportunity for collaboration. A strong network provides you with collaboration. You are able to relate with people, those in your industry and those not in your industry. You are able to branch out. You are able to see things from different perspectives. And another thing, it brings career advancement. Networking can lead to career opportunities, such as job referrals, mentorship, promotions. Somebody can look at you, and because of the way, yes, the relationship you have with that person can say, okay, this person can do this thing. Why not me? And recommend you for something greater than what you are doing now. Another thing, you have access to expertise. You can tap into the experience of your connection. And when you tap into that, you're able to solve problems, gain insight. You're able to look beyond the surface and begin to dig deep. There is something I realized of recent, and it's something that shook me the other day. And that is one thing we should know about a strong network. A strong network is like a root. You are the tree at the top, and the network is like your roots. They are the ones holding you. They are the ones holding you. And whenever you need to tap from them, you can just draw from the roots. You begin to draw the needed nutrients that allows your leaf to blossom. So whenever you are well rooted, your leaves will remain green. Your leaves will continue to they will continue to blossom very well. Then also it brings about business growth. A good professional network can improve your business. It can make you attract new clients because people begin to sell you. People begin to sell out your ideas. People begin to market for you. You don't need to do the marketing only. People begin to advertise for you. There are sometimes I post things on Facebook, on some different pages, and people take such posts and begin to share it. By doing so, we are advancing 1 million teachers, and the organization is growing. Then lastly, it brings about personal development. It can enhance your interpersonal skills, boost your confidence, and also it can expose you to diverse perspectives, diverse skills, diverse things that you begin to see yourself that, no, I am not the same person I was before. You begin to see yourself in another light. Remember, as an individual, you can only stand for a time, but when you come together, you can stand longer. You can be able to achieve more. Remember, they said, divided we fall, united we stand. When you come together, when you build a strong network in oneness, you are able to achieve a lot of things. Now, let us think about these two quotes, especially the one I love from somebody I admire so much, Oprah Winfrey. She says, surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Surround yourself with only people who are going. Don't carry along people that will drag you down. Always look for people that, yes, you can, when you rub off on them, no, something gets ignited in you. It's just like hitting two stones together. There is a spark that is created. But when you hit a stone and wood together, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. So make sure you are hitting together with the right elements. If you are a stony element, make sure you are hitting with a stone. If you're metal, look for somebody that is metal like you and try to see how that person can help you. Martin Luther King says, in the end, we'll remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. No matter how much your enemies keep talking to you, what's that network of friends, the network you have built, they will be what will stand out for you, what will help you to always say, no, whatever these people are saying, it doesn't matter. You begin to see them as nothing. So in the conclusion, let us just take this home, that this topic aims to tell us that, look, no matter how much we have networking is not something that you just do it and stop. It's a process. It continues. Actively, you should be active in it. That is the major thing. As long as you are active in your relationship, in networking, you are sure to overcome peer pressure. And when you overcome peer pressure, you are sure to stand out. Just like my mentor, Ms. Dokus said, your network is your net worth. Your network is your network. The amount of network, the amount of people you have around you will determine the amount of knowledge, the amount of things that is inside you. What is inside your container, that is the things you can give out. If you don't have it in you, you cannot give it out. So let us network properly. Let us have active network of good relationships. And as we have that, we are sure that anything that life throws at us, we are sure that we can overcome them. Thank you very much. And I appreciate everyone for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick, for a very informative and insightful session. Yes, definitely your network is your net worth. I just wanted to say Rosa Parks was not just a woman who refused to give up her seat. She refused to give up her seat because of the racist whites. They had a system where only white people were only allowed in buses, certain buses, and she
Yes.
boarded the bus. Yeah, so it's all about standing up and building the right
Yes.
connections and standing up for what you believe in. So it wasn't just because she was a woman, it's also because she was Black and she
Yes.
didn't give up
Yes.
her seat to a white person. So thank you very much. So much information, so much to learn, so many great ideas. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you
If
very much,
anybody
ma'am.
has any questions that they would like to ask, and another thing actually that I wanted to add, I thought you were going to mention our CEO, Mr. Hakim Zubair, for all his collaborations and networking with HP, with so many companies that
Wow.
he has made so many collaborations with so many companies,
Yeah.
and we've all enjoyed the benefits of these great
Yeah.
collaborations of our CEO. So his name
Uh,
should have been mentioned on that list as well, and it's definitely Doku's. His networks have brought us all here together. He keeps reaching
yes.
out to other people, to other. We
It
have so
crossed
much
my
to
mind,
learn
Fatma.
from Mr. Hakim. So
Yeah, that's true.
well done. But anyway, let me not take up all the time. I'm sure other people might want to say something or ask you some questions. So the floor is open. You can raise up your hand or unmute your mic. Well done, Prince Patrick.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Fatma. Thank you so much, Patrick. Mine is to extend appreciation to Patrick for talking about networking and building relationships because I believe that as teachers, many times they get stuck in their cocoons of staff room. They never open up to go out and make new friends, make new networks, make
Yes,
new
yes, that's true.
relationships. And that limits the information we can get in. It limits the opportunities we can access because what you don't know, you don't know. It's just a fact. But if you know many people, then you're likely to open yourself up for new opportunities, and who knows where that can take you. So thank you so much, Fatima, for always bringing us great teaching, and thank you so much, Patrick.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Dokus.
much, Ms.
Thank
Dokus.
you. And Dokus, I think I
Uh,
remember one session you had with us. I don't know exactly one of your sessions, and you said you made a deliberate attempt of networking with rich people. I remember you said something like that. I think we were talking about that book about remind me of that book you went through with us about
Which one?
building wealth or something.
Oh, straightforward financial growth.
Anyway,
No,
it's
I
been a
was
while
talking
now.
about I think of the power of environment because
Yeah, something
environment,
like that.
yeah, the power of environment and networks. Because
Yes.
your definition, your network, the first your a definition of your first five people, the first five people in your life. So if you find that the first five people in your life are broke people, then you're a broke person, you're the sixth person. So you
yes,
have to
that's true,
work
ma'am.
hard to make sure that you're not the sixth broke person, you're the sixth person with rich people because you always have people to look up to. But you can't do that when you're not consistently and continuously networking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's who you surround yourself with, basically. Yes.
I think I just saw a question from Babajide Yusuf on the chat. Say, is there any similarity between networking and mentorship? Is there any similarity between networking and mentorship? I don't know if anybody, but let me answer it if anyone has anything to add after. Well, networking and mentorship, they are similar in a way, but they are different. Networking is all about connections. connections, while mentorship is all about guidance. Guidance. You trying to guide somebody. You trying to say, okay, let me try to support this person in my own way, or in one way or the other. Mentorship it's just a two-way thing, mentorship. But in networking, you're trying to connect. You're trying to connect and see how you can build a kind of chain, a kind of relationship with different peoples, with different ideas, with different skills. So that in one way, they are similar in the sense that, yes, you get to meet people. But in another way, they are very different, because one has to do with connection and one has to do with guidance. Yes. Okay.
Doku's put her hand up. Joy Ifeanyi put her hand up. So Doku's.
Yes, thank you so much, Fatima. I wanted to supplement on what Patrick has just said. The relationship between networking and mentorship is that if I have good network, then I have good people to look up to. So that is the relationship. That if you find I have 10 great head teachers, then I have 10 great head teachers to guide me from my teaching position, just being a teacher, to an administrative position, or to become a head teacher as well. But if you find that my network
Oh dear, we lost Docus there. Maybe network.
Yeah.
Okay, Joy Ifeanyi. Let's go to Joy.
Okay, good evening. So thank you once again. So I'll start by saying that for me, I think that networking comes first. And then when you have networked with a person, you have gotten to know this person, then you can decide the next level you want to take the relationship. So you start with networking, getting to know this person, connecting with this person. Then if you feel like, oh, this person I've met with and I've connected with, I think that I want to take the relationship.
Don't ask anything, okay?
Okay, so if you feel like after networking, you want to take the relationship to the next level of being a mentor or a mentee, then you can now proceed. But some people network, and rather than become mentors and mentees, they rather collaborate. So you see there's a difference. But the first thing is you start with networking, and then you choose what happens next after you've networked.
Thank you very much, Joy. Thank you. Right, there's some questions from Johanna Joy Rupia that you might want to answer.
Okay, I'm saying, what about international and regional corporations? Are they kind of networking? Yes, they are networking. Networking does not just limit yourself to maybe your state, your country. Of course, you can have networks outside the shores of your country. And it can be social, it can be professional. Of course, we are all here together through Mr. Hakim. And if you look at it, we are from different areas, from different countries, from different states. All over the world, we are here connected to each other, listening to each other. We are a network. We're a network of educators. So we are sharing ideas. And mind you, all of us, it's not every one of the person here that you're seeing is a teacher. There are people that, some of us that are in different fields, but they have a passion for education. So networking can be, you can have it internationally, you can have regional corporations, as long as you're building people that can help you to grow. It is part of networking.
Okay, thank you. Priscilla, go ahead.
Good evening, ma. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I just wanted to add that the age and time that we find ourselves, social media is making it easy for you to network. So you don't have to wait till you get to that big conference or wait till you get to that association. You can network with people in LinkedIn, in Instagram, people who have the same passion with you, people who do the same thing with you, can follow them up. You can ask them questions, you can interact with them. So I think social media is really helping in that aspect. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla. So someone asked again, how do we determine good networking? I always tell people, your friends don't choose you, you choose your friends. So one of the things you should ask yourself, this person I am networking with, this person I am conversing, trying to build a network with, how would that person, what can I gain from that person? What is that person adding? What value is that person bringing to my life? What thing is that person bringing to the table that will give me a good sense of development? What has that person in him or her that is going to take me from the level where I am to another level? So when you have all these things, you need to know that person. You might not be able to know that person based on if that person is not close to you, but by reason of, okay, your search, you're hearing from different people, you might come to have a knowledge that, okay, this person, I can really learn from this person. I can really know a lot from this person. So with that, you now are sure that, yes, you can go into such a relationship because those kind of networking is good. But wherein you see a network of people that are not going to give you what you need, please, it's better you disconnect. Networking is all about connecting or disconnecting. So connect to good networks and disconnect from bad networks. Thank you.
Yeah, Joy, Ifeanyi said, a good network must align with your vision.
Very nice, very true, very true.
Thank you, Joy. Okay. Well, great session, Prince Patrick. Thank you very much. If there are no further questions, we will call it a day. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a great evening. Bye for now.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you to everyone who took our time to join.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Patrick.
Bro, Prince.